Hello everyone, welcome to the session. So let's just continue WebERP part 2. Come, let's have a look. So guys, till now we have seen in right hand section about C2C. You will click on C2C and you will be able to call your customer, your seller, right? Now we'll be talking about Enrich, as you can see. So let's see if I'll click on Enrich, what happens. सो गाइज आप जैसे ही एनरिच पे क्लिक करोगे सेलर का अकाउंट खुल जाएगा, यानी कि जो सेलर का पेज है, सेलर की जो प्रोफाइल है वो खुल जाएगी. ऑलराइट, और आप बाय डिफॉल्ट प्रोडक्ट सेक्शन में लैंड कर जाओगे. सो प्रोडक्ट्स में प्रोडक्ट की फोटो, प्रोडक्ट का नाम और प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस, तीन चीजें हैं जो आपने अपडेट करवानी है सेलर से. अगर आपने नया प्रोडक्ट ऐड करना है, आप यहाँ पर क्लिक कर सकते हैं ऐड प्रोडक्ट में एंड देन यू विल बी एबल टू ऐड द प्रोडक्ट. अगर आपको प्रोडक्ट की फोटो ऐड करनी है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर फोटो गिवन नहीं है तो आप यहाँ से फोटो ऐड कर सकते हो. यू कैन सी द कैमरा आइकन, राइट. इफ यू वांट टू एडिट और ऐड प्रोडक्ट नेम, यू कैन क्लिक हियर, राइट. आप यहाँ से प्रोडक्ट का नाम अपडेट कर सकते हो. सिमिलरली प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस आप यहाँ से ऐड कर सकते हो और सेलर से अपडेट करवा सकते हो. सो गाइस, प्रोडक्ट में प्रोडक्ट का नाम, प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस और प्रोडक्ट की फोटो, तीनों चीज अपडेट होंगी. ऑलराइट. सो गाइस, वी हैव सीन that as soon as you'll click on enrich option, you will land to product section. Alright, and I've told you about the product section. Now here you can see profile. So when you'll click on profile, you will land to this page. Alright. So under contact details, there's a option to update contact person name. So you'll ask your seller and you'll update the same, or you will make the seller update his contact person name. You can do it either ways. Also, do not forget to save it. If you'll not click on save, whatever changes you have made, it will not get saved. So it is very important to save whatever you're updating. So now I'll be telling you about updating the website URL. So first of all, as mentioned before, as I've told you before, you have to click on profile section. Alright. After that, you will click on business profile. Alright. Under business profile, it is clearly written website URL. You will update the website URL. You can ask your seller or you can tell your seller to update his website URL. Alright. After updating this, you have to click on save button. Whatever changes you're making, if you'll not click on save option, it will not get saved. Alright. So this is the way you update the website URL. Okay guys, so we have seen that after clicking on enrich, we will land to customer's seller account. Alright. Now we'll be talking about the third option, which is interested in paid service. So in every call, you have to ask your seller, sir, ma'am, are you interested in knowing about IndiaMart paid service? If your seller says yes, you will click on it. Alright, you will tick it. If your seller says that no, I'm not interested, you will untick it. You'll keep it as it is. Alright. Guys, also one more thing. You do not have to tell about the paid services. Even if your seller asks you to tell you the details about the paid services, you can easily say that you do not have the information regarding it, but you will tell your team to call you back. Alright. Alright guys, so we'll be talking about what happens when the call is completed. So as you can see, add comments, you will update your comments over here, whatever your conversation with the seller was. All right, you can write the details over here. All right, now let's see the other option. So when will you enrich your call, or when will I say that my call is disposed under enriched? When you update anything or you make the seller update anything during the call, then the call will get enriched and then you can submit it by clicking on submit. All right, guys, if the seller is saying that okay, tell me the procedure, I'll do it later, so that call you will not count on enriched. Only the calls in which the customer or the seller has updated anything during the call, all right, only those cases are considered to be disposed under enriched and submit. All right, guys, so we have seen disposition as enriched. Now we'll be talking about reschedule. So when will I dispose the case under reschedule? Let's see. So let's just click on reschedule. So if your seller doesn't answer your call, you can reschedule the case. All right. Or if your seller's number is switched off or not reachable, then also you can reschedule the case. Third, if customer disconnects the call, then also you can reschedule it. And lastly, if the customer asked you to call later, then also you can reschedule the case. Guys, one more thing is over there. Suppose I call the customer and if he says to call him back tomorrow at 5 p.m., right? So what will I do? I'll click on reschedule. I'll click on customer asked to call later and I'll click on set reminder. Okay. So when I'll click on set reminder, it will ask me to set a reminder to call back. So suppose if the customer says to call him back tomorrow at 5 p.m., I'll select the date, which is 4th May. Okay. Then I'll select the time, 5 p.m. Okay. I'll click on OK. So I've set the reminder. Guys, listen to me very carefully. This reminder is only valid till 15 minutes. For example, I'm setting a reminder for tomorrow at 5 p.m. The reminder will be only valid till 15 minutes. 5 p.m. to 5:15 p.m. After 5:15 p.m., if I'll reach the screen, the case will be shifted to the other person. So it is very, very important that you should stay on the screen on the reminder time. Suppose if the reminder is for 5 p.m., you have to dispose the other cases or you have to be on the screen between 5 to 5:15 p.m. All right? All right, guys. So now we'll be talking about the third disposition, which is rejected. So let's click on it. So the first is business closed. You'll reject a case under business closed when your sellers say that his business has been closed. All right. The second option is language barrier. So guys, your basic language in which you will be talking to your seller will only be English, but if your seller speaks a particular language, for example, Telugu or Kannada or any other South Indian language, which you are also comfortable with, then you can continue your conversation with the seller in that particular language. All right. Other than this, If he speaks any language which you cannot understand other than English, then you can reject the case under language barrier. All right. The third one is wrong contact details. If the customer's detail is wrong, then you can reject the case under wrong contact details. And the last one is if your seller says that he's not interested in selling or he's a buyer, then also you can reject the case. So I hope it's clear. These are the four sub dispositions under rejected. So guys, this is how reminder looks like. I hope the red box is visible. So this is how reminder case looks like. All right. Guys, make sure you are on the screen of the set reminder time because it is only valid till 15 minutes. All right. Okay, guys. So you can send the links through open WhatsApp chat. So you'll click on open WhatsApp chat. Okay. After that, it will tell you to continue using WhatsApp web. You will click on continue using WhatsApp web. After that, your chat with the customer will get opened. And by default, this sort of message will be there. You just have to send it as it is to your customer. That's it. And if you notice, in this message, links are given. That's all. So जब आप ओपन व्हाट्सएप चैट के थ्रू मैसेज भेजते हैं, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, इस तरीके का मैसेज टाइप्ड होता है चैट पर, राइट? इसमें सारे लिंक्स गिवन है. यही मैसेज सेलर को आपको एज इट इज भेजना है. ऑलराइट, वो जैसे ये रिसीव करेगा, ही विल डू द नीडफुल. उसको जो भी अपडेट करना है, ही कैन डायरेक्टली डू इट with this link. I hope it was useful. Thank you so much for watching.